is Bloomberg UTV.
With almost every hit and smash of her racket, Saina Nehwal, now 20 years old, has created history in India. Now ranked number 5 in the world, she has become one of the highest ranked global athletes India has ever produced. In her chosen sport, badminton, which has had past greats like Prakash Padukone and Pulela Gopichand, Nehwal has set new records. She is now the first Indian woman to reach the singles quarterfinals at the Olympics, the first Indian to win the World Junior Badminton Championships, the first Indian to win a Super Series tournament. She, of course, in 2009 won the Super Series tournament, the Indonesian Open. In this interview, Saina Nehwal talks about her deadline for becoming the #1 badminton player in the world, why she is unfazed by success, the story of her struggles, and of course, why she will not marry a Pakistani. This is Talkback. I'm Hindol Sengupta. We are on the lawns with a young lady who all of India essentially is waiting for her to become #1. We're of course talking about our badminton star, Saina Nehwal. Ms. Nehwal, thanks very much indeed for being on the show and welcome to Talkback.
Thank you.
I want to begin by asking you something that everybody wants to ask you. How long before you become #1?
It will take time. Right now I'm just aiming for top 3 because this year has been really good. Starting has been really good and last year was fantastic. So the way I've been performing is really very good and I'm sure with the way I'm playing I'll surely become #1 soon.
Tell me, is it particularly difficult for you? Because so many of India's young athletes have shown so much promise. We had hoped Leander Paes would, at some point do really well in his singles career. He didn't. He's a great player, but didn't quite make it in his singles career. We had hoped the same thing from Sania Mirza, and it doesn't seem to be happening. Therefore, is the pressure really great on you?
It is there because singles is comparatively harder and you have to really work very hard for that. And I know the truth that how hard somebody needs to work for achieving so much. What I've achieved till today, maybe none of the player could have achieved till the age of 30 or 31. But I believed in myself and I know that I can play really well in singles. And I don't really give priority to doubles so much because my focus is totally into the singles. And with me, I'm really confident in the future also I'll do well in the singles. I'm not really going to any other event because singles is my main event and with the way I'm going, I'll surely do well in the future.
What does it take, therefore, let me ask you, what is that extra thing? Because, it's become almost like some people joke that Indians in tennis, for instance, are great at playing mixed doubles. But in the world of tennis, no one takes mixed doubles seriously,
Yeah.
So, but every time somebody wins mixed doubles for India, we all become really happy. So, what does it take, that extra effort, that extra something? What does it take for somebody to really consistently succeed at an international level in singles?
Obviously, people like winning, whether it is mixed doubles or doubles or anything at the international level, especially. Yeah. And then Indians, they feel really happy.
Somebody because we have so little of it.
Yeah,
so we hardly have, apart from cricket.
Cricket, yeah. So then they feel really happy that we have done something, at least in some event. So they feel really good about it. But in the singles, as I said, it's really a tough event. You have to work like maybe 8 hours a day and then you can perform. You just can't work for 1-2 hours and expect to win at a world level or win Olympics. It can only happen if you have some superpowers or something like that. But it's really tough for singles players, especially. You have to work day and night to be fit, especially because like tennis and badminton or all the sports which are physically demanding. You have to move really fast. You have to be injury free. Injuries are the worst part of players' life. You have to be injury free. You have to take care of yourself, have proper diet, avoid all kind of oily food, and means you have to be disciplined in that way. And also, your singles need more focus and because only one player is playing, so a little bit pressure on one player.
Let me ask you this. In India, we always talk about two kinds of players.
Yeah.
Some people like Abhinav Bindra who come from very wealthy families, So his father was able to build an entire shooting range in his Chandigarh home for him. And so he says, I don't really care about national facilities. I made it on my own. you know. So national facilities came and went and whatever, you know. And on the other hand, you have somebody like Sachin Tendulkar, again from a very humble background, who really rose with the team, rose with cricket, or, you know, consistently performed with the help of national facilities and then made it. You do not come from a rich background. In your assessment, how bad or how good are Indian training facilities?
Indian training facilities right now for badminton is really good. I'm really happy that we have such a good academy in Hyderabad called Gopichand Academy. Obviously, he was a former All England champion, and
That's right.
he made sure that he has an academy and players should get all kind of, anything like what they require. So we require proper physios, masseurs, and then we should have proper gym. And we should have proper coach and also proper resting area, food, all that. So he made sure of that.
So you're essentially saying all the things that you're mentioning exist in badminton, but it's not true that it exists in other sports.
It doesn't. Not in
Why
all
is
the
that
sports.
True? Is it because the academy that you're talking about is a private academy, as opposed to be a government funded?
It won't be really good in that way, because not many players perform well at the international level from India. You might see one Abhinav Bindra or one Saina Nehwal in singles from women's side. So that the problem is that they don't take really a great interest in sports. Then they're like, okay, kaise bhi ek hi aane wala hai. So they just don't really take care of
It's a very interesting
sports.
point you make, because Abhinav Bindra pretty much made the same point.
Yeah.
He said the focus is always on what he called elite players.
Yeah, only one player, and also the problem is if you see Chinese players or other players, they have like 70 gold medals in Olympics.
That's right.
And that's how the government wants to encourage them. They give them the best facilities available, but not in India. You just have one medal, so why should they even support any other sport?
So it's a very interesting thing that you're saying. You're saying basically after Aparna Popat, there's Saina Nehwal, and therefore whatever India has in terms of badminton facilities will go towards Saina Nehwal, but will not go towards discovering the next Saina Nehwal even in your sport.
That's what I was talking to all press media and all that yesterday. They asked me a question saying that are you happy with the media? So they should take care of us. We should not tell them that if we win first round that we should be in the paper. I'm not saying that I should get proper coverage and all. It is good for the junior players, because I have enough sponsorships. I am, with the Deccan Chronicle. I am with OGQ. So I am not really worried about the sponsorship. But the second rung of players, they have nothing. If they need, another medals from badminton, they have to support players who are like 12 or 11 years of age.
So we're not putting our efforts into discovering another Saina.
Player,
So once the Saina Nehwal happens, we put money there.
Finished, that's all.
And then money goes there.
Money goes there.
But after that, to discover more such talent, we are not putting effort.
Because exposure, we need exposure, we need experience.
Right.
Even if they lose 1, 2, 3 or 4 years, not a problem. At the age of 17, 18, they will perform.
Right.
So they need good sponsorship in that way. Private sectors, corporate sectors, they have to come forward and support all the sports. And people say we need 30 medals, we need medal from you. It is not easy. You have to have all kind of facilities. You have to have proper attention on one player. Suppose in one academy there is one very good player, so coach will obviously focus on that player, not the other players, because they are not performing so well. So if everyone, if you see in China, everyone performs well. Even the C-grade players will perform really well at the international level, but it doesn't happen in India. People are actually looking forward to other sports. So it's really happening, but very slowly.